crochet fans. Today we're going to be making a winter hat for this cold weather that I am having. So I have this yarn here which is what I'm going to make my hat out of. Now this yarn I've had for a while, and I believe it is Red Heart. I want to say stripes, but it is maybe 2 or 3 kinds of yarn where I had little bitty balls and I just rolled up everything into one big ball. So I'm going to be using this color. Of course, you can use any color you like for this project. You're going to need a G-hook, a pair of scissors, of course a yarn needle to weave in all of your little ends, and you're also going to need this little fuzzy thing, which is the thing that goes on top of the hat. I got mine off Amazon, or I got mine because there's more, and it comes with these little stretchy loops here, and you have to be careful when you get these. Of course, I'll put a link in, but if you decide that you want to get them from somewhere else, you just want to make sure that they have these little bands in them, because if they don't, then there's no way for you to attach them to the top of the hat. So I'm going to sit my little white fluffy ball to the side. Ew, makes a mess. Probably shouldn't be pulling on those. But so we're just going to go ahead and we're going to get started with our hat. And we're going to start from the bottom and we're going to work our way up to the top. So for this one, we are going to chain 13. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to single crochet all the way back. So do one, this is row 2, and we're just going to single crochet all the way back. And you should have 12. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, this is 11, and 12. Now you're going to chain 1 and you're going to single crochet all the way back, but this time you're only going to do it in the back loops only. So just chain 1 and single crochet all the way back. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this is 8. 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay. So now that you've done that, what you're going to do is you're going to chain 1 and you're going to repeat. You're going to go ahead and you're going to repeat row 3 until this band, because this is going to go this way, until this fits all the way around your head very comfortably. So you would just keep going back and forth, chaining 1 and single crocheting in the back loops only until you have the band long enough to fit all the way around your head. Now, of course, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do mines off camera, and then when I get back, I'll go ahead and I'll show you how we're going to make the actual hat. Okay, so now that I have my band and I have it so that it fits my head, my band measured around 21.5 inches. So now we're just going to take these two and we're going to put them together. And then you're just going to slip stitch. So put it this way. And you're just going to slip stitch these two together, stitch by stitch. So that we can bring both of them together. Okay, so now that we've slip stitched together, what we're going to do is we're going to turn it, we're going to flip it so that that part will be the inside of our hat here. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and you're going to single crochet all over. You're going to chain 1 and you're going to single crochet evenly all the way around the hat. Okay, so now that I have single crochet all the way around, now we're going to move on to round 2. And round 2 is simple. We're going to chain 1. Then we're going to go ahead and skip this very first stitch here, which is like right here. Here's our first stitch. We're going to skip that. And we're going to half double crochet in the next 3 stitches. So 1, 2, and 3. And then you're going to half double crochet in the stitch that you skipped, which is way back here. Go ahead, you're going to let up a little bit of yarn, and there you go. And then you're going to repeat that. So we're going to skip this stitch here, and we're going to half double crochet in the next 3. So 1, 2, and 3. And then again, you're going to half double crochet in the stitch that you skipped. So you go back and you let up the yarn a little bit, and that's what you got. And there you go. Now you're going to repeat this all the way to the very end. Okay, so now that I am done with round 2, we're going to move on to round 3. Now, for round 3, you're going to be doing, for rounds 3, like 3 to 4, you're going to be doing decreases. There's a decreases round. Now, I know that because I, in the beginning, told you to make this band and to make it as big as it needed to be to go around your head, that the stitches will not be the same. So I counted my stitches once I got done doing round 1 on the hat part. My stitches came to 100. Now you're going to need to count your stitches. Whatever your stitches come to, you're going to need to divide them into the number of times you would like to decrease around it. and your number would have to come to an even number. So I wanted to decrease around 5 times. So 100 divided by 5 gave me 20. Now you would have to take away 2 from that 20 in order to do your decreasing, because you're going to stop, then take 2 stitches. You're going to put 2 stitches together. So that means that I would count to 18, then I would decrease. Right here, we're going to do our decrease. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to count to 20. We're going to do single crochet all the way to 20. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. Okay, so we single crochet all the way to 18. And now we're going to do our decrease. This is 1 and 2. And then you would just repeat this all the way to the end, and then you would slip stitch to the chain 1. And then after you do round 3, you're going to do round 4. And round 4, instead of single crocheting to 18, you single crochet to 17, and then you do the decrease. You're just going to count down. And then round 5 would be, you would repeat round 2. And then you would continue on with your decreasing, being round 6 and 7. And then you continue on round 6, you would single crochet to 16. And then on round 7, you would single crochet to you would single crochet in the next 15 stitches, and then you decrease. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this up off camera, and then when I get back, I'll show you what you need to do next. Okay, so now that I am all done with the pattern, you should have ended on round 28. Now for round 29, you're going to simply just decrease all the way around. So go ahead and chain 1, and then we're just going to decrease until we get back around. And here, that was our last one, and then we'll just go ahead and slip stitch in that chain 1. There we go. Now we're going to leave a long, so I'm just going to pull up. We're going to leave a long tail for sewing. Cut that off. Pull this through and pull tight to secure it. Now I'm going to go ahead and find my yarn needle. There we go. Okay. Have my yarn needle. I'm going to thread my yarn, my needle with my yarn. Okay, there we go. Hold on. There we go. And now we're going to take our fluffy ball here. We're going to find our little bitty hook right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to put this, it's going to go through there. So first we're going to I'm going to put the needle through the tiny little hole we left. Okay. And then we're going to just put my finger in there so I can grab it. So that's what's going to look like on top. Now I'm just going to pull this like that, And then we're going to take this and we're just going to go through it so we can secure it to the hat. And pretty much what we're going to do is we're going to just sew like this. You're going to go through this hole, through the stitches and through that little band that's on the puff ball. This may actually be just a little bit difficult because that band keeps wanting to sink down. So here's a stitch, here's the band. Go through both. And then here's a stitch right here. And there's the band. This is to secure it, just to make sure, you know, it doesn't fall off. So here's a stitch. And there's the band. And then another one, here's a stitch. There's the band. And now I'm just going to make a little knot. Before I end that, I'm going to put this through that loop. And before I pull that, I'm going to put this through that loop. Then I'm going to gently push it all down, pull, push it all down, pull, and there. Pull it very tight so that it stays on. Then I'm going to weave in my yarn here just a little bit, just so it doesn't stick out. There we go. Then we can just end that. And now our hat is complete. And what do you think? There's our little fluff ball. So, ta-da! All done.